welcome to my channel, Made Simple Solutions, where my objective is to help you understand topics easily. Please comment below if you find this video helpful, and feel free to subscribe for more videos. Today's topic is, what are assets? Assets are simply resources a person or business owns or controls, which is expected to provide some kind of benefit in the future, specifically economic benefits in the future. For example, if you have cash or a car or house that you own. Now, you can expect that economic benefit to be realized or easily converted into cash, either within 1 year or its operating cycle, known as current assets, or beyond 1 year or operating cycle, known as non-current assets. Now, when it comes to businesses, the term operating cycle is simply how long it takes on average to convert your cash into products and those products back into cash. For most businesses, the operating cycle lasts several months, say for example for bakeries or grocery stores. But there are businesses where the operating cycle can last for more than 1 year, such as for manufacturers of airplanes. So, what are examples of current assets or assets that can be easily converted into cash within 1 year? Certainly, cash is a current asset, and it is also the most liquid asset. Another current asset is short-term investments, or investments in shares or bonds that are expected to be sold or converted into cash within 3 to 12 months or less than 12 months, and these are considered current assets. Another current asset is accounts receivable, and this is simply money that others have owed you. Now, these are revenue that you earned and was billed, but you did not yet receive the cash. For example, money that customers owe you for products that you sold to them on credit. Now, also think about you as a customer when you say buy a television with your credit card. The business that's selling the television expects to receive cash within a few days. This will be regarded as accounts receivable for the television sales business. Another example is accrued receivables. These are revenue that you earned but was not yet billed. For example, rent, interest, or sales tax owed to the business. Prepaid expenses is another example of current assets. These are expenses which will arise in the future, but have been paid for today. In other words, they're expenses paid for in advance, such as insurance or bills that are paid in advance. Another example is notes receivables. Notes receivables are amounts owed to the business with a written promise to pay. Now, the amount owed to the business where the amount promised to pay within a year is known as a current asset, and the amount with a promise to pay after 1 year will be considered a non-current asset. Inventory is another example of current assets. This consists of raw materials, unfinished or finished goods for sale. So these are current assets as they are expected to be sold or converted into products to be sold, or products themselves, within the operating cycle. Supplies is also considered a current asset, and these include items such as office or maintenance supplies. Now, let's go to non-current assets. As a recap, these are resources that are expected to realize economic benefit beyond 1 year or the business's operating cycle. For example, long-term investments. Long-term investments are investments in debt securities or equity securities for more than 1 year and are not expected to be converted into cash within a year. So debt securities such as loans or notes or bonds or mortgages, as well as equity securities such as shares that are expected to be held for more than 1 year and not converted into cash or sold within a year. Land, property, plants, and equipment are also considered non-current assets. And land usually has an indefinite life. But plants and equipment usually have a definite life. That is, it is expected to be useful for multiple years to generate revenue or economic benefit to the business. Another example of non-current assets is intangible assets. These are assets which are not physical but gives the business a right or privilege. For example, patents, copyrights, franchises, licenses. Imagine you obtained a patent for a product that you invented. This meant that you have the exclusive rights to own the creation and control how the invention is used, and at the same time, obtain the economic benefits from that invention exclusively over a period of time. The final example that we've got here of non-current assets is goodwill. And this is simply the difference between the price paid for a business upon acquisition and the fair value of that company if the price paid exceeded the fair value. This brings us to the end of our topic today, which is what are assets? Thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe for more videos, comment below with any feedback, and like and share with your friends if you found it helpful. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.